Warning, the following podcast contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this podcast is intended for mature audiences only. It's late at night. You think you're safe. You turn the lights out, and then you hear a scream and shout. No one's home. You're alone. Lay back down, pull up your sheets. Your knees start to feel weak. You can feel your heartbeat. Is your door closed? You feel your feet exposed. Now you're in a state. It's much, much too late. You can't escape this deadly fate. Hi, everybody. I was about to look up there, and we're here. I'm here. Sorry, rewind. Welcome back, everybody, to Sinister Ghouls. Look at me like this. Twisted Sisters and Popcorn After Dark. I'm your host, Ghouli Gonzo, and I'm here with my co-host,
Gabba Ghoul.
Gabba Ghoul. So, newbies, we had like 200 and something % of more listens and I don't know if it's download, whatever. Since I started Popcorn After Dark too, I got a lot. I mean, I think we're like almost up to 1,000, and I'm talking about like Instagram things, like. But listen, you guys, I don't promote. Like, I don't have the funds to like promote. What is it? Everywhere and pay and do all this shit, and I don't. Sorry, I'm fixing my hair, you guys. I don't have the remote. I don't have the money. I don't have the funds. So I don't really promote it. I just started in my little small town, and now I have 132 countries or whatever. I think the last one was New Guinea. I think India was one. I can't even remember. Tons. I mean, there's so many. It's awesome. But anyways, yes. So last episode, if you missed it, let me see if this is too. Yeah. Now you're dark. Let's see. Okay. All right. So again, back here, this thing right here, that says on air with the mic in the middle, but my not the greatest quality camera. You can't really see it. It's on the lowest LED. And then right next to it, past Gabagoo's head, is from Trick or Treat. It's this guy's lollipop. Oh my God, stop. Hold on. Where is it? This lollipop. Oh, wait. Oh my God. You guys, foot fetish. That was 50 cents too. Remember, actually, that was longer than my foot last episode. That's $2.50.
There's tax on that.
There is tax. Tax on everything, don't you know? We're living in upstate. So we're living in New York. So everything's taxed. You're tax free with breathing while you're listening.
Yeah, literally.
So anyways, we did movie review. I mean, we did review a couple, but the main one, Eden Lake, it was movie review and tattoos. Poo Poo and Jojo got 3 tattoos. She got the cutest little it's like a little candle holder with a candle and like a flower. She loves simple lines, almost storybook like whimsical tattoos.
Yeah.
And then she got on her wrist here. Oh, look, he also did he added some of my bats, this cross. That's supposed to look like the wood from. Yeah, he added that bat. I drew all of them too.
Really?
He added my Michael, or I'm not my Michael, Jason Voorhees.
Oh yeah.
Friday 13th. He did. Hold on, guys. He did. It's a. What is that? It's the root, but it's a skeleton.
Yeah.
And I'll have to show you in the light detail. He added that flower. He added my 23 for the family. I mean, he's doing really good. But let's talk about something that threw me through a fucking loop today before we get into our story. And I don't have to be right up on top of y'all at the moment because I'm not like really reading it yet or going through it yet. So we have been getting a ton of, let's see, because he's got a lot of followers on his traveling by, you know, for now. And when he comes up with a name that he likes, then he'll change it up and he'll give out cards, whatever. Well, we have been getting lots of messages for like appointments. So he got this one message and they wanted a tattoo that was probably about like this big. And there was some like okay, I'm gonna say 3 inches by 2 or 3.5 by 2.5, whatever. Not small, but not big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then another one that was like 6 inches long, and it was like a rose and like a heartbeat, and then the end of the rose with like the so.
Oh.
Now, if you're going to a tattoo shop, right? And we know that he's not in a tattoo shop, not professional, but he has looked into certifications, all that stuff, and there's nothing that he has to do right now until gets a building, and we're not getting a building anytime soon.
Right.
So and he also they say to be CPR trained, first aid, infection training, and we have all that from our job.
I'd say work.
Yes, yes. So and it's yearly, so it's always up to date. So he's whatever, and he's already done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 8 people's tattoos. And on some of these people, they've gotten 3 at one time. Like this person that wanted these 2 tattoos, right? Wanted a quote. So, him and I are discussing. I mean, if you guys can't tell, I can kind of quote you pretty well on things that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if you're going to go to a professional tattoo artist at a building that's been doing it longer than how he's been for a couple years, uh, it's gonna be that one tattoo, the first one that I showed. Uh, they normally there's the one in Alien that you used to go to where we went. The main guy that owns that one, uh, Special Spankin' Boy Ghoul, was messaging him about getting his whole back covered because he has this piece that he wants, and it's signifying or it has significance to his mother's illnesses and things that she deals with, and it's fucking like 260 an hour or something. And I was like, wow, I thought it was like 150, right? So I was like, holy crap. So this specific thing that he was going to do for the 2 things that he was going to do for this person, the first one alone would have taken probably like an hour and 25 minutes, which if you're going to a shop, you're going to spend minimum $200.
Yeah.
Minimum. Even if you don't have crazy shading and crazy detail.
Yeah. Minimum.
And then the 6-inch thing, same thing. That probably would have taken about an hour. So again, you're going to spend about $200. Overall, for those 2 tattoos, how do I know that? I'm covered. Those 2 tattoos in an actual licensed shop or, whatever, would be close to $450 to have done. In some places, it could be 6. So it just depends on where you go. And yes, quality is a big deal. Now, mind you, I'm not judging people's tattoos, but the response that she gave just so she responds, with everybody's tight, people got issues and they got to pay bills and they're behind on things. And she knows that he's, doing this as a job to help make money. And she said, but she only paid $20 for her tattoo that she has already. I love how you we both were like this. So with that being said, the quality of the tattoo, I mean, you pay what you pay is what you got. What you know what I'm saying?
200 for this, and then the ladybugs, and they're not huge, but the quality is good.
Yes, you pay for quality. Now, and we totally get it. Special Spank Boy Night, like if you don't really know who he is and you've seen some of his work, he's a fairly new artist. If I'm allowing him to tattoo me things and like do stuff like I'm not one that allows that. Even if I love you, I don't give a fuck. Same thing with JoJo and Poopy. So anyways, So she responds with, I paid only 20. That's way too much. That's not how much it would be ever. I mean, that tattoos don't go that much, but all this stuff. So, and of course, Special Spanker Boy, he's never going to be mean, about stuff like this. Uh, to what his friends will be a dick, but, professionally, he's not. Like at work and like this stuff. So he responds with, the specific art that you're looking at and tattoo work that you want done, whether it's only lines and like he said I go off of piece, the piece itself, how big, how small, the details, and he goes off of that. He quoted her $200. That's
It's $100 per tattoo.
That's what I'm saying. And he said at first he was like, probably 250, but he also wants to make sure that people that don't have a lot of money still have an opportunity to get some tattoos. And I think she knew his mom or something. But, if you're asking, this is just I'm going to say this and I might sound rude, and if you know me at all, I don't care. I don't care. Because you're rude. She's rude.
Yeah.
What movie? She's rude. She's rude.
It's not White Chicks.
Stop being so rude. Me? I haven't had this much sugar in 10 years. You know what this would do to my body? It's a holiday movie. It's a holiday movie.
I literally know it, but I can't think of the title.
Oh my, Just Friends. Ryan Reynolds. Yes. Ryan Reynolds. So this is what I'm gonna say. I'm sorry if it's getting hot here. No, we have to keep Dopey Doo out because if you guys can't tell, look, the bed is gone. This is gonna be the tattoo stuff. This corner over here, all the way. Like if you look, like I cleaned a lot of this stuff out. So there's gonna be a tattoo bed. There's gonna be sorry we're a little wobbly. There's gonna be, shit over here. Tables, arm thing, whatever. He's got the whole gist. So he already has done enough tattoos to buy, the expensive equipment. But yeah, in his podcast room, and we can keep our Dopey Doo dog out of here so we can make sure everything stays is sanitary, you know what I mean? Yeah. We don't want sorry, I'm not doing this for my tattoos, you guys. I'm doing it because I'm sweating my balls off. Are you sweating? I'm sweating, I'm dying.
Hello.
Oh my god! How's it go? So take off all your and getting so hot. I'm gonna take my clothes off. So yeah, so yeah. So here's my advice to people. If you want to get a tattoo done, right? You want to get a tattoo.
These were $50.
Yes. You see my little moon right here? My little half moon under here? Yes, I gotta get this done too. But that cost me $50. It's twice the size as Gabba Ghoul's little moon, which if you guys can't see, I'll point it out right here. They did the stipple shit. Yeah. And hers was 52, so how's that?
Like, how you pay $20?
How's that,
I
right?
would love to see.
Yes. So I'm gonna say, if you want a tattoo, and I'll tell you, Eagle's good at it. He's very good at it. And he's gonna offer you for almost a 3-inch by fucking 3-inch and another 6-inch tattoo. That's kind of difficult a little, but and he's charging you $200, and he's also a travel. Yeah. He travels to you to do it at the comfort of your house and brings his equipment and everything. Also, think of gas. Think of the fucking supplies. Yeah. Like the ink, the cleaning, the needles, it is a selfish thing to try to cheat somebody out of their also income. I'm sorry that, people want fucking a free ride everywhere. People want something free. Well, you can get something free or cheap when you get a $20 tattoo at somebody's house party that's not this one. Let's be real. How many times I get compliments on my tattoos? I have 3 artists on my body. Him being the third. And they are all very similar and they all match. So when people look at my tattoos, it looks like I have one artist and he matches it.
I couldn't tell the Jason one, honestly.
Yeah, I drew it too. I've been drawing up. Oh, you guys, if you can see it, I have a Jason added behind my tree with his big ass machete. But anyways, so I guess that's my fucking bicker that I have is if you want a tattoo by someone that does good tattoos and is giving you 50% off of what you would normally pay, and you want to complain about it, and you want to talk about how your other tattoos are only 20, well, number one, the other tattoo artist must have been garbage. And number two, I'm going to probably have 3 or 4 points. Must have been garbage. Two, must have been a family member. Three, must have literally just not used their brain or owed you something. I mean, there's no tattoo artist, if they are good, that are ever going to give you one tattoo under $70.
Unless it was in the 80s.
Unless it's 1972, which everyone was probably coked out then anyways. Who knows? Nobody gave a shit. Everyone's giving each other fucking AIDS and shit with needles. Who knows what was going on? Hepatitis C. But we're in 2026 now. And and that's the other thing. Wash your body before tattoos.
Yeah.
Take a shower before your tattoo because you're not going to shower for.
I always get paranoid I'm going to stink for whoever's tattooing me.
So that's how people should think. Because then people won't stink.
Exactly.
You know? But I look at it like clean your body before you get a tattoo because then you have clean skin while the tattoo is happening. Instead of having, I mean, and he does disinfect the tattoo. He just got his green soap in. You know, that kind of stings and feels cold at the same time.
It feels kind of good, though.
It feels so good. I told him last week when I was sitting there for 2 hours while he was doing this piece, and it goes from like here down onto the side of my boob. And I have the flower he did here. It was his first flower. Matches a lot of mine. Very similar. He's got to add a stem to go down onto that one.
Oh.
So, yeah, 2 hours. And then he did my bats, and then he did my Jason. And like I said, I drew my bats. I drew both of Jordan's, I drew Jordan's leg tattoo.
See, I need to have mine now.
Yes. See? And we obviously can fit you in whenever you want. But anyway, so my point is this. Don't send a tattoo artist, hey, draw me up something, get me an idea of something that I want, which he did. He did personalize because she wanted something that meant something. So he personalized the ideas that she had. Then she had the audacity to say $200 was too much for those 2 tattoos. Now, I understand people, well, he's not in a tattoo shop. He's not. He doesn't have to apprentice. He's already spoken to the state and all these people and everything. And the license is not, he doesn't have to do any of that. He can do this for however long he wants to. And then he can get a shop, which will be the plan down the road unless we buy a house next year and we have a huge garage or we build something, you know, which will still have a building.
And it's no different than buying a tattoo gun on Amazon.
Duh, like, exactly. Like, so it's disrespectful to an artist to downplay the importance of them being paid to make their money because you are struggling. Why do you think certain people do side jobs? He is a full med specialist. He doesn't have to do, you know.
Right.
But he needs the extra money, so he's good at tattoos. As you know, as we're all fucking thrilled that he is, because he just saved me thousands of dollars. The amount of work that he's done on me already would be close to 1,000.
Yeah, 400 each.
Yeah,
like 400.
This flower would have absolutely been like $400.
Oh yeah.
This one would at least be $250.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
These little things right here would have been probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would have probably been about 200.
Yeah.
And then he fixed the cross on the back of my neck. So technically he's done. Yeah, he will if you want him to. About over $1,000 of what he's done on me. So he saved me some money and they're good tattoos. So I was livid this morning when he was like, hey babe, so this is what this customer wants and this is what their response was and this is what I wrote back. And I was very grateful that he kept it very professional. And he said, I'm really sorry that you're struggling, but you know, if you go to a shop, they're going to charge you, minimum $450 for that. So I like to try to work with people, he said, people that might not have the funds to go get tattoos that they want by giving them, a good discount on it. Yeah. Plus, sometimes people worry about not having the shop and whatever.
Right.
But There's people that do it right out of their house, and they have rooms that are strictly like their tattoo rooms. A old friend of mine's sister does that, and she does tattoos like him, and they're great. And now we got this fucking room. I took the bed out and everything. Podcast tattoo room. It's just computers and tattoo equipment. And no animals are allowed in here. I mean, there's no smoking in the house at all. So you know what I mean? Um, kind of. So, anyways, that was me ranting because honestly, I wanted to say to the woman, did you not look at his work? Even if you don't like certain tattoos that he's done because it's not your preference, look at the tattoos. And like the last woman who did the tattoos, he had 3 flowers, like I said. And she wanted them with like no shading and like hardly any detail. I I like detail. She had them very small too, and that makes it hard. So she has like a small little thing behind her ear, and they are like little flower, but it's just like outlined, whatever. And then she has a cute flower on her wrist, and she got a really pretty one with the vines on her collarbone. And she gave him, if it was 325 for him. Yes. So, and it's a buddy of his. Do you know what I'm saying? But a stranger, you expect him to do your 2 tattoos for under $100?
Yeah.
No, look somewhere else. And because I'm like his manager slash secretary right now, and like when we actually get into it, and we have to like worry about things and put what do we need, what do we the appointments and this.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the one doing it, and you're going to be hearing from me, not him. So heads up for that.
And
use your head.
Me double.
Yes, use your head. Now listen, is that fair? Yes. If you're going to be a dick and you're going to be mad about prices, then you don't need to get it. You can go to a tattoo shop that charges $250 an hour because your 2 tattoos are going to probably take about 3 hours, a little over 3 hours. You do the math. Guess how much that is? That's like 700 if you want to get technical. My tattoo artist right now, I think, is the one that I went to before, which is actually a relative of mine. But
he's been my favorite so far.
Yeah, he was my favorite until now. He I think charges like 150 or 175 now an hour.
Yeah, like I said, I think those were 200.
Yes, and it's literally.
I was there for like 3 hours though.
Yeah, and yes, but there's some So, but that's what I'm saying. Like you just don't be dicks, dude.
Yeah,
I had to just vent about that. We went to get sushi and some lunch today, and Gabby Gabba Ghoul. We've been catching up on friend stuff. I'm not really gonna go into that, but let's just say I already know all about it. You wouldn't have to tell me. Been there, done that. Know all about that friend stuff.
Yeah.
And if you guys are new, Gabba Ghoul is my little best friend, family cousin.
All of the above.
D. all of the A, B. She literally, when I moved home from leaving my ex-husband, we were like this, just every day together, anything that was planned, we were together, which I think we needed each other at that time, insanely. And we had some fucking fun, though. We had Jaws pools.
Oh.
We filled our Jaws pools up, and we, in our string bikinis, and if you haven't seen us, we're thick girls. We literally had Jaws glasses. We had Jaws cups. No, you've been saying, talk to Gabby about tattoos. She does, though. Does she?
No, I have a peppermint.
There you go.
Listen, though, she does want to.
I do.
Keep listening. She has this tattoo that she went to in, I'm not going to say it, K, and they stippled it. But she wanted it solid, like my freaking.
Well, I think I got it this way first.
Yes.
But then I touched it up, and it still.
You got it touched up?
Yeah, because I got it done for free.
Did you get it touched up, stipple shaded?
I don't know, maybe.
They might have just. She just wants it solid.
The same way my email is.
Yes, and that's faded too.
It's dot work.
Yes.
I don't like how it's
dot work. Yeah, no. So she wants that covered up. She wants to get 3 flowers for her mom. Her and her.
My mom's first flower, my sister's, and mine.
Yes, and she.
You didn't like your sister.
I don't, which is why it's subtle.
That's right. She loves her sister.
It's a daffodil.
She loves her sister. We're gonna pause, you guys. I gotta take a bathroom break. So I had to take a bathroom break. We went to sushi. And if just like Chelsea Lynn in the Viral podcast, which I'm shouting out to, I'm looking up at that one again. I'm shouting out to Trailer Trash Tammy and the Viral podcast. Yes, you guys, Chelsea Lynn, I can't, dude, and Paige, Jin. Um, I mean, there's more, but I just love you, Chelsea. And if she has shrimp and shit, you know, I mean, she gives the shrimps. I had I had a sushi roll. Fucking yummy ass. Oh God, the expensive freaking chef fried. Ugh. But then I also had the steak hibachi. She got a roll too.
I did.
So yeah, my butthole hurt.
That'll be mine later. It's okay.
So Gabba Ghoul here, and you just had I don't think I was recording, but right over here is my special spanking boy, tattoo artist, E-Ghoul. I said tattoo artist, E-Ghoul. So do we want it like this? No, we want it like this. Like this. Okay. Today we're both drinking. What are you drinking?
A fruit punch refresher.
A fruit punch refresher. We have baby fans on here blowing on us because we don't want to allow Dopey Doo in here because of, I don't know if you guys can hear it. If you do, I apologize. We're sweating our balls off. So, I'm drinking strawberry watermelon Kool-Aid mixed with ice water. I have carpal tunnel in my hands on right now. I gotta.
Is that what that is? Because
So,
it happens to me a lot lately.
if your hand, yeah, you stand up and what if it's this hand, put your head this way. If your hand starts getting numb here and have the weirdest feelings, just put your head like this. Look at that. Go. But it definitely helps. Yeah, it's a pain right in the fucking asshole. So,
Comfortable.
yeah, it's a pain in the dick. So anyways, I'm drinking that and, we're full and I had to shit already twice. So, warning, I'm not a lady. Warning, trigger, I'm not really ladylike. If you guys haven't fucking noticed already.
Deal with it.
Deal with that. We're gonna get into a true crime. And you can really get into this, but I'm just gonna kinda maybe a little more than surface it, but I know a lot of people know about this case. And it pisses me off because I don't know really if I believe the ending, I don't know. So we're going to be talking today about Gabby Petito. And it just makes me sad. So all of this went down August 2021, and she was only 22. She was a vlogger, and she lived like the van life. She had this boyfriend named Brian Laundrie, Christopher Laundrie, and they were traveling together. So she worked her ass off, saved up for this truck, this van truck thing, to do this and vlog, and like, you know, that was her whole. It was planned to last for 4 months, and it was supposed to start in July, but Gabby disappeared August 27th. Now, again, let me remind you, we are not professionals.
I'm right
This
here.
is solely on. I'm right. We are not professionals, clearly. You guys, look, I had to cut my actual hair to fit my growth hair. Still doesn't, it's not the same. I got these weird bangs, but hopefully they're getting there, right? Dang. Anyways, speaking of this precious girl, she disappeared. I said she went disappearing. That's not what I meant. And when we're laughing, we're not laughing at anything dealing with this. But again, these are our opinions. These are also based on our searches, our stuff that's been out publicly in the news and online and everything. So make your own.
I watched the documentary, so I am.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Yep. So let's go into it. Let's go into Gabby. Her name was Gabriella Venora Petito, and she was born on March 19th, 1997. She was raised in Blue Point, New York. She had 6 younger siblings and half siblings. So in 2013, her stepbrother appeared in a music video to raise awareness about gun violence. So in response to the Sandy Hook elementary shooting, he did that. In 2017 is when she graduated, and she met Brian Laundromat. I was trying to come up with a way to diss him without like
That should have been the first one.
Brian Laundromat. Yeah. It's not spelt laundry, but it sounds like laundry. So let's see. Brian, not she, sorry, was born on November 18th, 1997. And from September 2017 to January 2019, she lived in Carolina Beach in North Carolina, working as a hostess at a restaurant near Wilmington, which is where one of my relatives lived for a while. She applied to Cape Fear Community College, but she didn't end up going. So, when they began dating in March of 2019, and moved in with him and his parents in Florida, Northport. So, she moves in with Brian Laundrie's parents. There are another couple people I'd like to beep.
Put a firework in their butthole.
Butthole pops.
Yeah.
The couple worked at Publix in Northport, where she was a pharmacy technician and he was in the grocery department. Seems accurate. So she did pharmacy technician stuff and he just was doing the grocery shit. They quit their jobs at the onset of the COVID. I don't even want to get into COVID because we can argue all day, you know. I will say that I am glad I was in Florida.
It's fake.
In late 2019 and early 2020, the couple embarked on a cross-country drive from Did you guys know that? From New York to California. And along the way, they were going to visit Las Vegas,
Yosemite.
I was going to say Yosemite.
Oh.
Yosemite.
That's how I always pronounce it in my head.
Is it Yosemite Park?
I think it is.
We both wanted to say Yosemite. Yosemite.
What am I thinking of? Am I thinking of a Yeti? Is that why?
I don't know. What am I thinking of? Yosemite National Park, Pismo Beach, and other points of interest. So, March 2020, Gabby celebrated her 21st birthday in Nokomis, Florida. She and Laundrie, her boyfriend, visited Georgia, Soap Creek, that June 2020. And the two then were engaged the following month.
What is it with this guy and all the clean stuff? He's not a very clean person.
This Laundrie guy?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you want to take her to the soap bar? Cliff. Whatever.
Soap Creek. It could be Soap Creek. I don't know. Anyway, so December 2020, Gabby purchased a Ford Transit 2012. It was a van that she converted into, you guessed it, a camper, in which the couple would take their next cross-country trip. So let me make sure this is. Let me just make sure this is up. So to save money for the trip, she began working like 50 hours or more a week. And guess what? She was working at Taco Bell and as a nutritionist while every time I say his name, my eyes roll. Laundrie took a job at an organic juice bar.
He just picks up the dumbest jobs, doesn't he?
You should have just been a dog shit pickupper. I'll walk behind you and stalk you and then pick up your dog shit for you. I don't know where that came from.
Sounds
no
like
idea.
A fitting job.
For him. Gabby documented her life and travels on social media. So, social media like YouTube, Instagram. I don't know if TikTok. I don't really know. She described her interest as art, yoga, and like veggies. So before we get into the road trip stuff, when they on a lot of these documentaries that I've watched talk to like her friends or whatever, none of them liked him. None of them liked him. They said he was controlling. Like, I don't remember their names, but you can watch shit about it. But they said he was like obsessed with her, controlling, a dick. He loved to make her cry. Sounds familiar. And he just loved, that's how he could make her feel or whatever. So not many people liked her. And when she moved to Florida and lived with his parents, she would tell her mother and everybody that like she didn't really like his mom, and like she didn't that his mom didn't really like her because it was like a mama's boy type thing. And makes sense with when they couldn't find Gabby and the mom not giving any fucking help or anything helpful to the police whatsoever.
Fuck that bitch.
So anyways, fuck that bitch. On June 17th, 2021, Gabby in Laundry visited her native Blue Point for her brother's graduation ceremony. On July 7th, 2021, they left Blue Point in the transit van for their trip. So they left on July. Oh, my bad that I had done. Later that month, they visited Monument Rock, Great Sand Dunes National Park, excuse me, and Preserve. Sorry, Great Sand Dunes National Park and Preserve, Zion National Park, Bryce Canyon National Park, Mystic Hot Springs. Oh, the hot springs. And Canyonlands National Park. So they did like a lot of stuff. And according to family and friends, her text messages and things to them, she was having fun, but she also felt like Brandon Laundry, is that his name? Yeah. Is it Brandon?
Brian.
I'm thinking of freaking Brandon from the poor girl in Utica. Or Bianca Devins.
Yeah.
They're both pieces of shit, Brandon and Brian. So anyways, Brian. So anyways, my brain just broke. She was saying that Brian was like annoyed at her when she would have to do like her posts, or just annoyed at her all the time. He didn't take her. Yes, I believe he was a jealous asshole, and he tried to have something going on for himself, but nobody liked him. Shocking. Nobody except his mom and dad. I don't even think his sister did. Sorry, God. Opinions. These are not facts. These are our opinions. So, anyways, she didn't seem very happy, and she was in conversations with her ex-boyfriend, who was her friend, and from what I thought, she wasn't like flirting with him, but she wasn't not either. Like she, I think, spoke to one of her girlfriends or her mother or something, and said that she wanted to break up with Laundry, and she wanted to come back home. Like I think she still liked her ex-boyfriend a little bit. And he was there to support her and everything. Like when she would text him and be like, "This is what's going on. I think I'm gonna break up with him. I don't know what to do." Like he was a good friend of hers that helped her. So we're gonna skip this. Well, we're not skipping anything. We're going to the next thing. I don't know what skipping anything. What?
We're skipping all of it.
On August 12th, this is a very well-known situation. I feel like most of you, since you are into true crime, paranormal, shit like this, that you probably know about this scenario. So August 12th, 2021, somebody called 911, a witness. They reported that the couple that they were talking about were Brian and Gabby, and they were fighting in front of the Moonflower Community Cooperative Community Cooperative in Moab, Utah. Listen, I'm not like drunk. Just dumb.
On life.
Yes. They were fighting in front of the Moonflower Community Cooperative in Moab, Utah. The caller said they saw a man I almost said slap the shit out of a woman. Whenever I think of a man slapping a woman, it only says slap a woman. But I feel like you just slap the shit out of a woman. And I just wish women were like a lot like me some. And I know it's hard to say that because some women are like me and don't. I would slap the shit right out of you back. I don't care how fucking big you are. You can knock me out cold after. I'm still gonna fucking knock your fucking face in before you do. And then when I wake up, I'm gonna shave the middle of your head. Sorry.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You're mad just with that. So they said a man slapped a woman, and obviously that was Brian and Gabby. After which the man and woman ran up and down the sidewalk. Then the man hit the woman again before they drove off together. Another witness described the incident to police as looking like Gabby and Laundry were talking aggressively, and that Gabby was punching him in the arm. The witness said it looked like Laundry was trying to leave Petito behind, Gabby behind, and take her phone with him. So leave her without anything before they drove off together. She climbed into the driver's seat, moved over into the passenger seat so she could drive, or so he could drive, and asked him, "Why do you have to be so mean?" That makes me sad. So this piece of shit hit her a couple times. She was probably hitting him in the arm because she was trying to get into the vehicle to not be left and abandoned while he took her phone. And then climbed over the seat because she could only get in the driver's side because of him.
Right.
And then asked him why he's so mean. And he's a piece of shit. Officers from the Moab City Police Department, which annoy the fuck out of me too, not sorry, my opinion, identified the van driving erratically near the entrance to the Arches National Park, and conducted a traffic stop. Now, before I go into this, let's see. They found Gabby sobbing in the passenger seat, and the police body camera footage shows that when they start talking to her, and she tells the police something. But before I go into anything freaking else, you get a call that a guy hit a girl, slapped the shit out of a girl, or hit her twice. Tried to take her phone and abandoned her. Oh, she slapped him in the arm a couple times. Or tried to get in, is what I feel like. You would think that they would be worried about her, right? Well, and I guess I can't say that they weren't, because again, it's my opinion, it's not a fact. If they gave a shit, things would have been done differently, and guess what? Things might have not went the way that they did. So, let's see. So, she then tells the officers, "Yeah, I don't know if some days I have really bad OCD. I was just cleaning and straightening up back in the I was apologizing to him and saying, I'm sorry that I was being mean, because sometimes I have OCD and sometimes I can get really frustrated." Now, mind you, she's sobbing while she's saying this.
I think I remember watching this.
It's pitiful. It's to be her parent and not. So she said, sometimes I can get really frustrated. Not like mean towards him. My vibe is I'm in a bad mood. And I was just saying that I was sorry if I was in a bad mood. I had so much work I was doing on my computer this morning, and just now quit my job to travel across the country. And I'm trying to start a blog. I have a blog. So I've been building my website. I've been really stressed, and he doesn't really believe that I can do any of this or any of it. So we've just been fighting all morning, and he won't let me in the car. He wouldn't let me in the car before. So she first downplayed the physical altercation after the officer pointed out marks on her arm and face and told her to just be honest. She said that Laundry kept yelling, telling her to shut up, and grabbed her face, which had caused an injury. So we're going to pause and discuss. Right there, that whole thing that I just read that she said to the police officers, that is I don't know how to say it because I don't want to sound rude for like regarding her. That's like a puppy, a sad, abused puppy. She's apologizing repeatedly to him, saying herself that she's got issues, OCD. She gets frustrated. She's in a bad mood. It's her fault. She's sorry. He didn't believe in her. So she's probably overwhelmed, feeling he's supposed to support me. He's being mean to me, which we already know that's what she said. Why are you so mean? He manipulates, gaslights, and he's a narcissist. So he made her feel guilty. So let's go on. And the police officers with the right training that they were supposed to have should have caught on because I believe everybody else did.
I feel like the video is so obvious.
It's so sad
she
and obvious.
Said like I just feel like she said
Yes.
sometimes she thinks she's in danger or she wants to kill herself or something like that.
So, well,
like
yeah.
One thing she said, I feel like that was like, how did alarm bells not go off?
That's what I'm saying. So she downplays it, and they tell her to just be honest. He touched her face, left an injury, whatever. Brian told the officers, I said, let's just take a breather and let's not go anywhere and just calm down for a minute. She was getting worked up, and then she had her phone and was trying to get the keys from me. I was just trying to, I know I shouldn't push her. I was just trying to push her away to go. Let's take a minute and step back and breathe and see. She got me with her phone. That's what that mark is. I just can't stand
but you
him.
still deserved it even if she got you with her phone.
Mm-hmm. Petito, Gabby, told the officers that she hit laundry first, which I don't believe for a second, and asked the officers to not separate them because you become trauma bonded to the person that abuses you. Or someone that has controlled you for so long, you become trauma bonded and you don't think you can live without them and be without them. And let me just give you some advice. You can. You can. It might not feel good at first, and you might still be stuck in this loop of trying to be controlled still and believing certain things that you want to believe. But overall, in the end, however long it takes, that trauma bond will break. And she was trauma bonded to him. So she said she hit him first. And asked the officers that they don't get separated. In his report, one of the officers wrote, at no point in my investigation did Gabrielle stop crying, breathing heavily, or compose a sentence without needing to wipe away tears, wipe her nose, or rub her knees with her hands. The male tried to create distance by telling Gabby to take a walk to calm down. She did not want to be separated from the male and began slapping him. He grabbed her face and pushed her back as she pressed upon him and the vehicle. Neither Gabby or Brian wanted to press charges as a result of the incident, which was characterized by police as a mental breakdown rather than domestic violence. So they had the beginning thing right. You know, at no point did she stop crying, rub her knees. You want to know what that is? That's a stress reaction, a stress response, anxiety, not wanting to be separated is because of the trauma bond. People said he hit her twice. You're disregarding witnesses because the boy Brian said it. She also said she hit him first so he wouldn't get in trouble and they wouldn't get separated. Yeah. She was a victim. She was manipulated and she was stuck and she needed your help and you failed.
Yep.
The police separated the couple, this pisses me off, arranging for Brian to spend a night at the Bowen Motel. And they told Gabby to stay in the van and that she can go take a shower at a gym. I get it. But in my opinion, I just feel like, why not just, like, let this piece of shit stay in the van?
Uh-huh.
You know, unless she wanted it, which they never specified that. But fuck Brian, that's all.
Yes.
So the police, MCPD, later investigated whether or not if the officers handled the case in accordance with the department's policies. I don't think they did.
At all.
And the chief of police took a leave of absence during the investigation. Good! You probably shouldn't be the chief.
Uh-huh.
Yes, you probably shouldn't be the fucking chief.
Can we take over?
It's too far away. Too far away.
Move over here and then we...
Move over. Move over here. So, the situation up to this point. We know Brian's a piece of shit. We know people saw him at a restaurant fighting with her. Outside a restaurant, hitting her twice, arguing with her hitting him back because he's going to abandon her. And not even hitting him back, but slapping at him or clawing at him to get into the van.
She wasn't even that, like...
She was a small little petite blonde girl.
Yeah, like, she wasn't...
He had probably 40 pounds on her.
Yeah. Like,
and he's a man.
Yeah.
2 years older.
She was not hitting him that hard.
She was what? He was what, 23 or 24? I don't even remember.
Yeah, I think.
She was 21, born in 1997. I don't even, 1999,
oh, maybe.
I think it was. He was 1997,
Yeah,
so
'cause
he's
it's
2 years
seven.
older than her.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they're separated. Yeah. Now, between all of this stuff, which I'm not sure if I have it in here, so before I keep talking, let me just look. See if they don't talk about it, then I guess I will. August 17th. Now, the date that August 12th, 5 days later, okay, just to make it clear, 5 days later, Brian takes a flight from Salt Lake City to Tampa, Florida, leaving Petito behind. Gabby spent several days at the Fairfield Inn and Suites hotel near Salt Lake City International Airport, according to staff, and checked out on August 24th. So she was there 17th to the 24th, sorry. It was later explained that Brian's family's attorney, by the Laundrie family attorney, that he made the trip to obtain some items in empty and close the storage unit to save money as they contemplated extending their trip. Brian did return on August 23 to rejoin Gabby and continue the trip. Petito's mother said, now also during this time, I believe was when she was texting her ex-boyfriend and her friends and she didn't want to be with Brian anymore. She didn't think she wanted to be with him anymore. She just didn't. Yeah, I don't know. So let's get into it. Gabby's mother said that she spoke to her daughter on August 25th and had been told that the couple were traveling from Utah to Grand Teton and Yellowstone National Park on August 25th. The final post was made on Gabby's Instagram account, which consisted of photos of herself taken in front of a butterfly mural outside of a restaurant in Ogden, Utah. A witness said that on August 27th, between 1 and 2 p.m., she saw Brian and Gabby together at the Mary Piglet's Tex-Mex restaurant in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Per what the witness said, Brian was extremely aggressive and had an argument apparently regarding money with the manager, waitress, and hostess. Because he's a piece of shit. I don't care. I really don't care.
He steps on every Lego he sees.
So anyways, the witness said she saw Gabby return, they were regarding money, manager, waitress, hostess. The witness also said she later saw Gabby return to the restaurant, crying and apologizing for Laundrie's behavior. She's a poor girl. The restaurant staff confirmed via Instagram that the couple were indeed there. And shortly afterwards, Gabby and Brian were finally filmed by CCTV at a Whole Foods store in Jackson, Wyoming. They arrived at the parking lot at 2:11 p.m. and entered the store at 2:14 before exiting at 2:30 and heading back into the van. After maybe 20 minutes of sitting there, they eventually drove away. They joined Highway 89, the road north to Bridgerton-Teton National Forest campsite at 2:56 p.m. This is the last footage of Gabby alive. Well, yeah, I haven't said it yet, but we are. It's a very well-known case. Also on the 27th, a text from Gabby's phone was sent to her mother, which read, "Can you help Stan? I just keep getting his voicemails and missed calls." The message raised concern for Petito's mom. She said Stan was Gabby's grandfather and that she never referred to him by his first name. He's so annoying. It's just dopey dope. There were no known further sightings of Gabby before her death, other than the eyewitness account suggesting that Laundrie also left the van near the Spread Creek dispersed camping area of the Bridgerton-Teton National Forest, close to where Gabby's body was then later discovered, and traveled along on foot. Before returning August 29th, a witness encountered the van without any occupants or signs of camping near Spread Creek on August 27th and possibly the 28th. They had previously seen a, in quotes, generic is what it says, white man, young white man, adult, believed to be Brian, driving his van slowly and acting freaking weird. So in that same area, this happened on August 26th. They posted a video on TikTok detailing their observation, according to the witness, and the FBI agent said their account tipped the FBI off to the correct location of her, meaning Gabby Petito's remains. The operators of the YouTube channel posted dash cam footage that they captured August 27th, showing a white van matching the description of Laundrie and Petito's Ford Transit van in that area. One of the witnesses said that they saw the van around 6 p.m. and once more when they returned to the area later that night. A woman said in a TikTok video that August 29th, she and her boyfriend gave Brian a lift from an area near Calder Bay Village after seeing him hitchhiking by himself. She reported that Laundrie freaked out upon learning that they were going to Jackson Hole instead of Jackson, Wyoming, disembarking the vehicle at 6:09, leaving the vehicle near the Jackson Lake Dam. Less than 30 minutes and 10 miles after being picked up. The witness found it weird that Brian offered $200 for the ride and did not appear to be very dirty, despite claiming that he'd been camping for days. Another witness stated that she picked up Brian from the Jackson Lake Dam area at 6:20 or 6:30, August 29th, dropping him off at the entrance of Spread Creek Dispersed Camping Area. Brian offered gas money for the 20-minute ride, but did not want to be taken any further than the entrance of the campground, which was several miles from the van, according to the witness. Brian was acting antsy about getting out of the vehicle as it got closer to the campsite. Okay. According to Laundrie's parents, fuck you to his parents, August 29th, Laundrie called his mother. And as their conversation was brought to the end, his tone completely changed. After Laundrie's father contacted him back, Brian told him that Gabby's gone and that he may need a lawyer without giving further details. Do you need to answer?
I think it's just Spain.
So he told his father that Gabby's gone. Answer it. Check it.
Hello?
She had to answer a telephone. So he told his fucking dad that he needed a lawyer because Gabby's gone and they may need a lawyer. So Special Spanking Boy said, Gabby's right there. I'm sweating, you guys. We're melting in here. We're melting. The white people are melting here. This is, just so you know, not a racist comment. It's from a movie. Does anybody know? The white people are melting out here. Fools Rush In with Salma Hayek and Matthew Perry. Her Mexican family and his white family, because they hook up and she gets pregnant and they fall in love and everything. And his family is like a very white family. That was a great fart. And hers is Mexican.
Remember the fart last night?
Oh my God, we laughed at it. It was like 4 a.m. He farted this morning. I don't even want to say it was last night. It was this morning. You turned it away too? Tickling your face?
No, I'm blowing the smell out.
Oh, yeah, we'll do that for a minute. This is just a fan.
That's a safety break.
We're trying to do the podcast without smelling Special Spankin' Boy's anal cavity. You love it. I love to put my tongue on it. Morning, X-rated. What the hell was I just gonna say? Fuck, what were you just talking about?
Was it this?
No.
Shoot.
Oh, your fart!
Oh, yeah.
In the morning. He farted. It was like 4 a.m. and it was the funniest fucking fart that he laughed at himself and I laughed because of his laugh at his own funny fart, and his fart was so funny that I laughed too, but it was right after he laughed, so we just sat there laughing and didn't talk and went straight back to sleep. Yes, yeah. Yeah, and I don't mean to bring that up. We're discussing the Gabby Petito, I said. So Brian Laundrie's father, whatever, knew. So the last text message from Gabby's phone to her mother sent on August 30th simply said, no service in Yosemite, or if you're myself or Gabba Ghoul over here at Yosemite. 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 Look at my nose is like, oh my God, Yosemite. I'm just looking at how big my nose was in that angle. Um, Yosemite. No service in Yosemite. Her mother did not believe this message was sent by Gabby. The text messages were also sent between Laundry and Gabby's phones, and a transaction of 700 was made from Gabby's account to Laundry's with a message saying goodbye to him. These activities are believed to have been conducted by Brian in an attempt to create an alibi. Dumb fuck. On September 1st, Brian then returns home alone to his parents in Northport home in the Ford Transit Connect on September 6th and 7th. He and his parents were camping at Fort De Soto Park in Pinellas County. Weird.
Pinellas County.
Pinellas County. Pineless.
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 No needles here.
This is a pineless county. Let's talk about the investigation. Let's talk about that.
It's all fake.
On September 11th, after not hearing from Gabby since late August, her mother filed a missing person report. 4 days later, Brian was named a person of interest, and his parents hired a lawyer. And based on his advice, remained silent and refused to talk to anyone about the case. So police surveilled the Laundry home and saw him leave on September 13th, 2 days later. They saw his car return. Police believe the person who exited the car and entered the home was Brian.
Where did the van go?
Oh,
Van Gogh.
Let's rewind because I don't think maybe they'll talk about it, but I already know. So the van was there. The police went to Laundry's house.
At his house.
At his house, yeah. They went and they wanted to ask if they have any information on Gabby and where she was last seen or why Brian has the van. Because it's not his van.
Yeah.
Yep. It's not his van. It's hers. She saved for it. His fucking parents wouldn't say a fucking word to them. They told the cops to get off their property. And they said, you don't want to help a family out by giving as much information if it were your kid. And they said, speak to our lawyer. That's all they kept saying. And then they said, and you could tell the cops were like, these motherfuckers. So then the cops were like, oh yeah, well, what about this van? This van is not his. It's under Gabby's name. So we're going to take this and we're going to search it for evidence to see what has been going on. Can you please move your vehicles? And they did. Yeah. So they took the van, and his parents were not. They're pieces of shit.
Face plant down the stairs.
They're pieces of shit.
Like really hot mashed potatoes, and then like
really hot mashed potatoes,
and like little pins.
Oh God! So let's see. The following day, so this was 2 days later, they saw him return. You know, his car returned. Police, thought it was him. The following day, Northport Police Chief Todd Garrison tells the reporters, in quotes, all I'm going to say is we know where Brian Laundry is at. Then, on September 17th, Laundry was reported missing by his parents, who claimed to not have seen him since September 13th. It was at this time that police realized that they had mistaken Laundry's mother for Brian himself on September 15th. So remember, they said, we think that was Brian, blah, blah, blah. No, it was.
He's bald. Isn't he bald?
Yeah, does his mom have short blonde hair?
I gotta look it up now.
I don't even know, bro.
I keep thinking of Brian Kohlberger for some reason.
Oh, my.
And I keep thinking of that name.
So after obtaining search warrants, police seized the Ford Transit Connect and an external hard drive and the Laundry family's Ford Mustang from the Northport resident. So now we're going to go into September 19th.
This is his mom.
Let's see. Just want to look up his mom's face. Oh.
I don't know if it'll even show up.
Here, let me see.
Is it
Yeah, there's his mom. Yeah. Looks just like him. Yeah. So, September 19th, human remains matching the description of Gabby were found. And it was at the Spread Creek dispersed camping area in Wyoming, not far from where the Ford Transit Connect was previously observed. Her identity was confirmed and an autopsy determined that the manner of death was by homicide, by blunt force injuries to the head and neck, with a manual strangulation, which occurred 3 to 4 weeks before the body was found. So this piece of shit beat her with blunt forces, to her head and neck and then strangled her. This poor girl. And he left her in the fetal position to make it look like that she was, he's an idiot. I'm so sorry for her family. It's just sickening. On September 23rd, the United States District Court for the District of Wyoming issued an arrest warrant for Brian due to his unauthorized use of Gabby's debit card, obtaining 1,000 or more between August 30th and September 1st. Ouch, it's my titty tap too. August 30th and September 1st. The FBI took material to match Laundrie's DNA from his home. On October 5th, in an interview with ABC, Brian's sister encouraged him to surrender to the authorities. 2 days later, Brian's father joined investigators in searching for him at the T. Mary Carleton Reserve in Sarasota County, Florida. This pisses me off. Focusing on areas he used to frequent in the reserve and the adjacent Mayakahatchee Creek Environmental Park. October 20th, they found Laundrie's skeletal remains, identified by forensic dentistry.
He killed himself?
In some of his belongings were found in the Mayakahatchee Creek Environmental Park in the area that recently has been underwater due to flooding. His cause of death could not actually be determined by an autopsy, and his remains were given to a forensic anthropologist for further examination. On November 23rd, it was announced that the anthropologist had concluded that Laundrie died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head.
Pussy.
So there are many people out there that don't believe he's dead.
I would say, I see what I mean now. You don't believe. I didn't know that ending.
I've heard so many stories. You didn't know that?
I feel like I actually haven't even watched the documentary. I'm just a big fat liar. I have heard about it.
You probably watched pieces of it here and there. Yeah.
But no, maybe.
Yeah.
You said it happened.
Yeah, it happened.
Ago,
yeah.
So I kind of forget it.
It's crazy because.
Yeah, I don't really know if I believe it.
I don't know if I don't think he's dead.
He killed somebody else. Like, made it look
People are saying the family worked with him. His mother and father should be investigated, and that he never came home. And when they went camping, he stayed out there, and they told him to run or whatever. They got a body. Who knows what the heck they did? And it's not his body. Some of it I heard was eaten by gators. So, you know what I'm saying?
And did you say they didn't do or the autopsy report didn't say how he died? Or no,
it said self-inflicted gunshot wound. But they had to do based on of his dental stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't really know.
He could rip out his own teeth and put dentures in and make it look.
Who knows what the hell's going on? It's weird. And his family helped him.
Oh yeah, the dad was definitely only in the search crew to make sure they didn't find him.
No, to find him.
Oh yeah.
To find him. When they were looking for him and if he had remains or whatever, then his dad goes and helps, and that day they find him, he takes him directly to his body.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. He makes it seem like he wanted to find it, but I bet that he was just throwing him off.
So stupid. On January 21st, 2022, the FBI revealed that Laundrie's notebook, which was found near his remains, contained an entry where he admitted to killing Gabby and deceiving people that she was still alive via text messages. He was officially blamed for Gabby's death by authorities. Investigation was closed. So what annoys me is if they figured out how to, because people say they've seen him, like on the Appalachian shit. I always say it wrong. Appalachian. On that trail, they just say they've seen him. Some people say he's still alive. But even if he was still alive, he still wrote that in there so it could end the search for him. He's dead, it's closed. Boom. And he could be out and about. You know what I'm saying? On June 2022, the Laundrie family's lawyer released a full notebook entry in which Laundrie claims that he killed Gabby after she had fallen into the water and injured herself. I ended her life. I thought it was merciful, that it is what she wanted. But now I see all the mistake I made. The note ends with plans for suicide. I'm ending my life not because of fear of punishment, but rather because I can't stand to live another day without her. Experts, however, contend that Laundrie's account does not match investigators' findings. Michael Alcazar from the John Jay College of Criminal Justice believed that Brian was someone who doesn't want to own up to what he did and was trying to find a justification for what he actually did. Fucking asshole. You fucking, yeah. The case sparked so much public interest, coverage on the news, social media, missing persons, murder cases. The heightened interest was attributed to several factors, such as, the refusal by his fucking parents to comment on Gabby's whereabouts or if they had any information, the amount of content on social media documenting the couple's lifestyle, the video footage of the Utah traffic stop, audio recording 911, the video post by witnesses, which provided a lot of publicity or publicly available evidence. The idea that those involved were a young, attractive couple in a romantic getaway gone wrong. Taking a sip.
That's fucked up.
The domestic incidents in their relationship or increased interest in cross-country van dwelling trips due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and the general increased interest in true crime-related entertainment really happened a lot during that time. There was speculation that the case was linked to murders of Kylan Schultz and Crystal Turner, which occurred in Moab around the same time. So they were, I believe, a gay couple, I think, or were they friends? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure they were two gay women. And they were fucking massacred. And they thought, oh, maybe Gabby was it Brian that did it? And I'll do a story on them so we can see, like, what's going on with that, because I don't really know it either. The public involvement in the case included witnesses and other postings, observations, social media, protesters demanding answers outside of his freaking parents' house, a candlelight vigil for Gabby in her hometown, donations. I mean, there was just so much. The increased interest in the search for Gabby and Brian led to the discovery of 5 bodies of other missing people. So something good came out of it. I hate to say it's good, but those people were missing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, some posts on the social media regarding the case were helpful in the investigation. Many of them have been categorized as insensitive, unhelpful, motivated by potentially increasing exposure of financial reward. Okay, well, let's keep going. A high volume of media coverage of the case was cited by some commenters as an example of missing white woman syndrome, which I fucking hate when people do this shit. I am a Native American. I am a Mexican American. I am Sicilian. Yes, I'm not living on a reserve. I'm not in Mexico. I'm not, whatever. A term used to describe the news media disproportionate focus on missing persons cases involving only young, attractive, white, upper middle class women or girls, while cases involving individuals who do not fit that description receive significantly less attention. So I'm not saying that's not sometimes true. That's not what I'm saying. Depending on location, area, where these things happen, it can be. But I'm not going to blow this shit out of fucking crazy proportion so everybody can fucking just be woke crybabies. I feel like everybody matters. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody matters. And I didn't think it was cool that people were just pissed off that Gabby was getting that much attention. Or Shanann Watts, which we gotta do that one.
That one's crazy. But now they want to go for that. What was her name? Irina. I think she was Russian.
Oh, the one on the bus? Oh, yes.
And now they want to be like.
Yes. Yeah. Nobody gave a shit about Irina, who was stabbed on the bus by a colored male. Yeah.
The bus was full of colored people, and they just watched them.
They watched her die. Nobody cared. No, she was from the Ukraine, was it?
Oh yeah, she was Ukrainian, not Russian.
Yeah. I mean, you can't pick and choose your fucking things here.
Yeah.
My situation is this. The reason this was so big was because of the fucking crazy stories behind it and how it built up to what was happening. She
was an influencer.
Yes. And she was known because she was influencing people. She was an influencer. Now, somebody that was, an indigenous person back 20 years ago who goes missing and was found brutally, whatever, it's a different fucking story. Now, do things happen in other places now with other people, other nationalities, yes, and some people are racist to that. But I'm going to say this. I'm not racist to any specific anything. I'm racist to dickheads. I hate assholes, know-it-alls, dickheads. Murdering, rapist, evil fuckers. That's who I'm.
White people too.
Yeah, and that's everybody. That's every race. Every fucking race. I am not about, what are they called? I hate white cis men. Is that it?
Oh, yeah, it's like, I don't know, I can't even.
White cis, is that what it's called?
White,
that's stupid. That's stupid. Dumb, stupid. You guys got to look into facts. You can't just blow shit out of proportion and not really know it. But yes, it does happen. I'm not saying it doesn't. Sure. But I'm saying the situation that happened with this poor girl, and then everybody's just fighting about upper middle class white women and girls. Everybody, who cares? What about these 9 other people? How about what about all 10 of them? Like, you dumbass. Literally. Anyways, several outlets compared Gabby's case to the approximately 710 indigenous people reporting missing in or near that same location area between 2011 to 2020. Highlight that stark disparity in the media coverage. So Gabby's father initially expressed discomfort with the term, but later recognized that the disparities it does underscore, which I did say it does at times. He has since used his platform to advocate for greater attention to missing persons cases involving marginalized groups, every group, just like I said, notably through projects like television series Faces of the Missing and the Gabby Petito Foundation. So what's sad to me is he started doing this, and all these people that were bitching about her white woman syndrome didn't give a shit what he was doing. They were still being fucking pricks. Yeah, when he's trying to say, let's make this a bigger thing and everybody is important to, they don't care. That's why I have a problem, because y'all are fucking dumb. That's why. I'm sorry. Let me just cut it down. Yes, it's always that. Yes. So November 17, 2022, a wrongful death claim was brought by Gabby's estate against the Laundrie estate, resulting in an award of $3 million. The recovery of this amount was doubtful due to Brian's family's minimal assets.
Wait, so who? Gabby's family?
So Gabby's family sued a wrongful death claim, made a wrongful death against Brian's family, and it resulted in $3 million award. Yeah, but Gabby's parents sued Laundrie's parents and their attorney, Steve Bertolino, claiming pain and emotional distress because they, the parents of Brian, and their attorney withheld important information regarding their daughter's death. This lawsuit was settled after a mediation on February 21st, 2024. We do not know what the terms were. November 2022, Gabby's parents filed a $50 million wrongful death suit against the Moab Police Department. They amended the complaint in 2023 to include allegations that Officer Eric Pratt admitted that he was aware Laundrie was a threat but decided to ignore the law, and that the department did not abide by its own lethality.
I can't even see this.
Lethality, whatever.
I don't even think I know that
word. Assessment protocol. On November 20, 2024, the judge dismissed the lawsuit, citing that the Governmental Immunity Act of Utah, which provides for sovereign immunity, though he acknowledged the case met the early standard to suggest that the officers could have contributed to her death. The parents appealed the dismissal to the Utah Supreme Court. Let's see. In popular media, On October 1st, 2020, Lifetime released a movie, and it was called The Gabby Petito Story as part of its Ripped from the Headline series. This was directed by Thora Birch. The film star Skylar Samuels as Petito, and Evan Hall as Brian, and Birch as Petito's mother. There was also a docu-series that just came out last year in February 17th, 2025, called American Murder, Gabby Petito. It's I feel sad. Oh, let me close that out. Open this up. I feel sad. Excuse me. For her family. I feel bad for her. This dude was such a manipulator. There was another thing. He would get mad at her working so much when she was saving to like get the van and whatever. He was just a piece of shit, and his family is a piece of shit. Like I got people want to protect their kids and whatever the fuck, but when your kid is such a piece of crap, and sorry, I'm just moving somewhere, and that he murdered, Gabby, he did. Like, he fucking did. And if he called his father, which I wish in my notes I had how they knew that he called his father and whatever the fuck. Yeah. Like how they knew that he told him that we need a lawyer because Gabby's gone and whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm just dumbfounded. I can't stand his parents no matter what. I can't stand his parents. I can't. Oh God. When you showing me the picture of his fucking mom, I just want to take her hat off and hit her in the face with it. I'm not going to. This is not a threat. It's just how I feel. Yeah.
That's allowed.
Yes, it is fucking allowed. But yeah, that's the Gabby Petito situation. And it's just weird too because his mom didn't even want Gabby there anymore. Like she wanted her to leave. They weren't really getting along. So I don't think she really cared what happened. She only cared about her son. And I understand that family want to protect their children. Yeah. But there comes no, that's what he did was wrong. Anyway, I think he should step on a Lego.
Rock. He walks on barefoot.
Or I want him to be barefoot and I want him to step on the end of the cord of a vacuum.
I hope he puts one in his wiener hole.
A vacuum?
Or the cord of one.
Oh my God!
Like with the wire stripped and everything.
Crazy pants over here. Okay. So I pray that everybody has a great week, a great weekend. And I hope everybody stays kind to everybody and accepts Jesus into their heart. You can find us on Facebook, Sinister Ghouls, Twisted Sisters, Popcorn After Dark, or just Popcorn After Dark. I have a group, Sinister Ghouls, Twisted Sisters. That's also a group. So there's 2 pages, and then there's 1 group. The 2 pages one is strictly for Popcorn After Dark reviews. The other one is for everything of the podcast. Instagram, Sinister Ghouls Podcast. And then there's another one, Popcorn After Dark. You can find us on Spotify, Pandora, Amazon, Audible, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Radio Public, iTunes. And if you want to email to Sinister Ghoul, SINISTRGHOUL23 at gmail.com. If you want us to review a movie or you want to tell us a story, let us know what you want to be called, or if you don't want to be called anything. Venmo at GHOULI23, Ghoulie. And it is S Ghouli Gonzo. And I have a t-shirt on that says you matter. So if you want to send any money, anything helps. It'll just help us with either apparel or more equipment. We want to get a new camera.
So you can see that.
Yes. You can see that?
See pretty well?
Yeah. That one you couldn't see before either, which is crazy. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, so that's where you can find us and shit. So follow us. Give us 5 stars. Make sure to rate. Make sure to rate us. If you haven't yet, please give us 5 stars. Again, email us. You can DM us. You know what I mean? So I got, with all that being said, let's say amen for our amazing week, and let's be kind, and let's be grateful, and let's thank God for our life. And with all of that, I hope everybody has a fantastic day.
And the ghoul evening. Stay safe.
Stay sexy. Stay spooky. I always blow a kiss. Mwah.